Hey there, hola, ¿cómo estás? Amigos, compañeros del mundo. This is my Spanish. I start all my videos like this. Anyway, friends, amigos from all over the world. This is a video that I can definitely identify with, okay? So, it's been a minute since I got a letter from a fan, and this young man sent me a letter last night, and I couldn't wait till today to do this little video for this young man. Letter is coming from Carmelo Martinez. Carmelo Martinez. It's right over here. From Albany, New York. He said, Mr. Globemaster, I am your #1 fan, but not a stan. Eminem. Okay, I get it. Stan, yeah, I got you. He said, I'm 27 years old, New Yorican man, born and raised in Albany. My little problem is I'm on the shortest side. In fact, I'm the shortest dude out of 4 siblings in my family. I am only 5 feet 4 inches tall. And it's been a problem for me since I was a teenager. My height has held me back from a lot of things I want, especially women. Women. I feel your pain, son. It's held me back from the women that I really want. I see videos from guys like you and other YouTubers telling the world to get their passports and explore their options. Videos from you and other guys tell guys like me that there's more to the world than what we have here in America. And it's very true. You guys are very inspiring. I am going to get my passport and try my luck somewhere else. I am a good person and deserves to be with a good woman if it means crossing the ocean to find one. Wow. I enjoy your low budget videos and keep up the good work. Yours truly, Mellow. LOL, I mean Stan. Oh, did this guy just take a shot of my videos? Mellow. I mean, I like your letter, but it sounds like at the end of your letter, you took a shot at me. And if you know Yao Fosu here, I'm gonna have to take a shot right back at you, you little peepsqueak. 5 feet 4. Let me stop. I'm not a tall man myself. Okay? Mellow, I would say thanks for your letter. And I could definitely identify with a brother like you. In fact, I feel your pain. I happen to be the shortest person in my family too. Okay? My father is 6 feet 2. Pretty decent height. My mom, how tall is my mom? My mom is like probably like 5 feet. 5 feet tall, yeah. I'm the shortest in my family. I have a younger brother that's way taller than I am. In fact, I'm the same height as my sister, 5'7". Sometimes I like to sneak an inch and claim to be 5'8", which I really am not. I am 5'7" exactly. I like to lie sometimes and say, hey, I'm 5'8", to make myself look taller, but I'm not. Listen, first thing I want to say to you, my brother, Mr. Mello, is that what can I say? In America, the average American man, when it comes to height, I think is 5'8", 5'9", if I'm not mistaken. And to be considered tall in America, you have to be 5'10", 5'11", 6 feet. 6 feet and up, you are tall. Okay? And one thing you got to know is when it comes to the world, American standard of height is actually above the rest of the world. Okay? Look, there are some Europeans. Then again, you have to know that minorities, like you being a Hispanic or black, we are the minorities of this country. And when they are averaging things about America, they're not really using us. They're using the white people. Okay? Europeans naturally tend to be taller in height than Hispanics, Africans, and Asians, if you know what I mean. Okay? Now, I think it's all in how you carry yourself, the state of mind that you are in. You see, I can use myself as an example. Grew up in this country. Didn't get to be tall. I'm only 5'7", like I said. I've dealt with issues like this since I stopped growing when I was like my freshman year of high school. I didn't get any taller after that, right? By the time I was like a sophomore or even a junior in high school, most of the guys that I knew was growing up with, they were getting up there 3-4 inches taller than I am, and I was still the same height, right? It started to bother me. Okay? It started to bother me. In fact, I remember when my first year in high school, I used to not go to like what you call it, the dressing room in the gym, because some of these guys were getting taller, developing, muscles, and you know what I mean. But one day, I think I was like in the middle of my sophomore year, I was like, fuck this shit. I went to after gym class, I went to the dressing room, to the locker room, had a shower over there. Some guys used to take showers. They were confident in their bodies, but I was shy about not being the tallest and, what if somebody see, this and that. And then I noticed these guys, some of them were as tall as 6 feet tall already. Right? Guess what they had? Some of them even have smaller peepees than I did. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. Here I am. I was around like 5'5", 5'6". I was still kind of growing. And these guys that are about 6 feet tall already, they are walking around with tiny little peepees. Bro, that right there gave me the confidence to look at myself like, you know what? These guys are taller than I am. But guess what? I'm bigger than they are where it really counts. If you know what I mean. right? You gotta grow confidence in yourself. Height is something that, if the Most High made you 5'4", there's nothing you can do about it. No, unless you want to be one of those idiots. There's some guys here in America, just to be 6 feet tall, they'll go do some kind of operations. They'll break their leg bones, spend thousands of dollars to grow about 3-4 inches taller. But guess what? One thing about breaking a bone, if you break your bones just to get taller, you will never be the same. Okay? Sure, these guys, they'll spend ridiculous amounts of money just to grow 3 inches taller, right? 3 inches is just about this, taller. And it's something that's going to affect them for the rest of their life, because bone, one thing about bone mass is like, physically, shorter men are actually healthier than taller men. Okay? By the time a man that's 6 feet tall, or especially the guys that are like 6'4", 6'5", by the time they're in their 40s, they are walking with a limp. By the time they are 50, if they grow to be, because if you notice, very tall men don't grow to be very old. If they grow to be over 60, they are walking with canes and crutches sometimes. That's one advantage. See, there's pros and cons to everything in life. Let me go straight here. If you are not tall, you may think it's a disadvantage, but it can actually be an advantage for you in the long run, because you'll be healthier and you don't have to deal with a lot of health problems in the long run. Okay? Build up some confidence, my brother. Confidence can get you further than you can ever think. You see, women, especially, since your case, you said you can't get the girls that you feel you deserve because of your height, right? Women are bitches, like dogs. They can smell if a man is confident or not. And this is no bullshit. Let me tell you something. I'm 5'7". I done been with girls that are 6 feet tall. And this is no lie. I remember back in the days, I used to work with this black girl, tall black girl. What was her name? Should I even say her name? It doesn't matter what her name is. I'm not going to put her name out there. This tall girl, very beautiful girl too. She told me straight up, like, damn, Mike, I like you. Why you have to be so fucking short? Because this girl was tall, man. I mean, I would stand face to face with her, and she's like, she got about, I mean, I would be right under her freaking chin. She was tall. But guess what? Little by little, she gave it up. She gave it up to me, right? And guess what she told me? She said, I was going to give you a pity fork. She was surprised when she actually saw my joint. See, it's ignorance. A lot of people, especially women, there are some women that think if a guy is short, maybe, you know, your wee-wee is short too. But it's not the case. It's not the case at all. There are some guys. I even saw this podcast, this chick on somebody's podcast, this in Shaq, that I guess basically, you know, she fucked Shaq in the past, and she said she was surprised when he took off his clothes, because some of these women think a guy that's 6'7" or 7 feet tall is gonna be a Mandingo with like 12-inch cock. It don't work that way. It's not the way it is. First of all, one thing you need to know about height in America is that you being a Hispanic, you may probably not know about this, but like when it comes to black people in America, right? The black people that were brought to the Americas, when I say Americas, I'm talking about from Argentina to fucking Canada. They were brought here by different European nations. Let me get a little historical with you here. Okay, now, like the Portuguese, who took the most of the black people from Africa, they used to buy, first of all, let me tell you, no European went to Africa and captured or kidnapped slaves. Other Africans turned against each other and sold each other. Right? They used to buy Africans in bulk. And what I mean by bulk is that they'll go to the Congo, to West Africa, to Ghana. I mean, what is now Ghana? Or it's called the Gold Coast back then. They will buy people in bulk as they will buy an entire village of captured prisoners of war. That includes from parents to newborn babies, whatever, and ship them. Okay? But when it came to the British, the English, that brought slaves to America, to the United States, they were selective. Okay? They were buying younger teenagers. They were selective in height. Okay? Because they needed them for hard labor. And also, when they were brought into this country, there is something called selective breeding. A lot of people don't know about that. Let me pull over and discuss this with you. What is selective breeding? Selective breeding is like, let's say in today's world, right? They will pick up the guys from the plantation, the guys that look like Shaquille O'Neal, you know, the tall, massive guys. They were called breeding bucks. They will take them from plantation to plantation to breed with the tallest women. Okay? They were called breeding wenches. If you think I'm lying here, do research. Anything that I talk about, I know what I'm talking about. Breeding bucks and breeding wenches. Okay? In this country, okay, a lot of American blacks, if you go back 200, almost 300 years ago, they were not naturally breathing. A lot of them were forced, especially the women, were forced to breed with men they've never seen before. Okay? And also, some of the women were forced to breed mulattoes. You know what? I don't want to get too deep into history here because it's going to change the topic. When it comes to height, Mr. Mello, the fact that you are 5'4" shouldn't stop you or hold you back from living the life that you want to live. Look, I'm 5'7", okay? I know what it's like to be bullied. I mean, I didn't put up with being bullied, but I know what it's like to be made fun of about your height. Up to today. Look, I know how to play basketball, but I was always the last to be picked. I swear to you, because why? Because I was the shortest when it comes to playing basketball. I switched from playing basketball into soccer. And guess what? Soccer, height doesn't mean anything unless you're a defender. You have to win headers in the air from like corner kicks or whatever. In soccer, me being 5'7", I was good. I done score a lot of goals in my life playing soccer. Okay? Height, like, for example, in the workplace, even up to today, my job, we drive trucks. I drive a truck at my workplace. Some of my co-workers, when they see me behind a 700, they die from laughing. Some of them be like, yo, can you see over the steering wheel? Can your feet touch the pedal? I'm used to these things. You will get clowned being a man under 5'10". It's a natural thing. Accept it. Okay? Now, you said something about you want to get your passport and explore your options in another country. My brother, let me tell you something. From somebody that has traveled the world. It doesn't matter where you go in the world. If you don't build up your confidence, you being 5'4", whether you go to the Philippines, whether you go to Puerto Rico, whether you go to anywhere in the world, you're still going to be a short man. Okay? For the past 100 years, human beings, on average, no matter where you go on this planet, human beings have gotten taller. Okay? Look, if you could go back 100 years, you being 5'4", you was more than average. You was, just 100 years ago, a lot of human beings were not 6 feet tall. It's called evolution. Human beings are getting taller. My children are taller than me. I am a father of 3. I have a daughter who's slightly taller than I am. My son is about 3-4 inches taller than me. And my child in Ghana, I haven't seen him about 5 years now, but hopefully later this year I will see him. From what I'm hearing, what he's telling me, he damn near getting to 5'11". You understand? Last time I saw him, he was like this tall. And now I heard he's damn near 5'11". So next time I see him, he will be way taller than I am. Look, build up confidence, Mr. Mello, or no matter where you go to look for women, they will smell it. They'll smell the discomfort in you not being confident in yourself. I'm telling you, I'm 5'7". I done been with a woman that's 6 feet tall before. And guess what? When you're both laying down, that height don't mean nothing. I gotta tell you the truth though, when you get a tall girl in doggy style, you're gonna have to let her spread her legs more because you are shorter. I done did this. I know what I'm talking about. You're gonna have to let her spread, open her knees up more for you to reach her and penetrate deeper. Otherwise, look, women, no matter where you are, no matter where you go, women usually prefer taller guys. It's just the way it is, okay? But if you come out as a confident guy, no matter how tall you are, you can get laid, even where you are. In Albany, New York, I mean, I've been to Albany, Buffalo, I've been all around upstate New York. And you being a Hispanic man, bro, not all Hispanic women are tall. I know that. Okay? We got a bunch of them right here in New York. One advice I can also give you is you being a shorter man, 5'4", don't think the girls that are like 4'11", 5 feet tall, don't think they're gonna like you. Those are the worst bitches you can even attempt to court. I'm telling you, I'm 5'7". I done had a girl that was like 4'11", 5 feet tell me I'm short. But yet, a girl that's 5'9" will give me the chance. So maybe sometimes you should try build up some confidence and say, you know what? Let me see what. Try to be funny. You see a girl that's taller than you and just tell her like, listen, baby, you are just the right height for me. You will put a smile on her face. And if your game is tight, some women won't discriminate because you're a shorter guy. I swear to you. Okay? I was a bad boy before, and I done have my share of women that are taller than me. In fact, to tell you the truth, I'm actually more attracted to a woman that's like my height or taller than shorter women. I'm telling you. Like, for example, my wife is like damn near the same height as me for a Filipina. And that's tall because I done been to the Philippines. No, unless you see some freakishly tall model statuette type Filipina. Majority of the women in the Philippines are like 5 feet or some shorter. Okay? But my girl is tall for a Filipina. She could have went for a much taller guy, but she chose me. Look here. No matter where you are in the world, if you keep this here and this here, the two most important organs, your brain and your heart, if you keep it brave and say, you know what, I'm 5'4", but I feel like I'm 6'4", good things will come your way. I have never let my height stop me from approaching even a woman that's taller than I am. Look, you're not always going to succeed when it comes to women. Okay? Have I had my share of women turning me down because I'm 5'7"? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Especially this new generation. There are girls that are 13, 14 years old, taller than I am. So I can imagine in your situation. But don't let your height hold you back from venturing out there. Listen, I support you. You say you want to get your passport, get it. Travel and broaden your horizons, open your mind to the other side of the world. You definitely will get a better chance of getting laid in another part of the world than here, for sure. Not because of your height, but because of other things. So if you want to do that, I completely support you. But while you're here, build up the courage, build up the mentality, and say, you know what, I'm only 5'4", but I'm not going to let that hold me back from approaching a girl that's 5'10". Some girls actually like that. Some females. Listen, if you have never seen a woman that's tall with a guy that's shorter in your life, then I don't know where you live in this world. There are a lot of taller women that disregard the fact that they are taller than a man and be with a man that's shorter. Try your luck. Try your luck with girls that are a little taller than you and see what's going to happen. Just be funny a little bit. I want to advise you to go for shorter women though, because you're already 5'4". Because them bitches will turn you down. They got complexes and issues of themselves. Okay? I'm going to end it here. The name is the original Globe Master Yao Fusu. I hope I can help you, Mr. Mello. Next time, don't take short of my videos and say it's low budget, all right? Take care of yourself. God bless and cheesy ears.